Shoeboys123 here, and I decided to start a new series that was going to show the best releases, in my opinion, the best and the worst, and the most controversial of the month. So I'm going to do it at the last Saturday of each month, and hopefully this series will last, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. So without further ado, let's get into the Nike basketball edition of this episode. So first we're going to start off with the Nike Kobe 8, What the Kobe. Now this shoe is very controversial because there are a lot more bots being sold than there were actual shoes. I personally believe it's a crazy shoe, awesome shoe, but for a retail of $140 and then skyrocketing to a resale value of $610 on Flight Club and Riff LA, I think that's just crazy. These released on December 6th. For me, it would have been a cop, but too crazy to get, and I think only Foot Locker and Nike.com actually got the shoe. Alright, next shoe is going to be the KD6 Precision Timing with the price point of $130. Most stores got this shoe besides, I think, East Bay and Foot Action. This shoe with its mint hits on the back and the all gray upper with the golden swoosh, I think is a crazy shoe. Like, just the idea of the precision timing and then bringing all the colors together is a great concept, but I don't think it's a cop just because $130. KD said that he wanted to keep the shoes at a low retail because he wanted people to be able to afford them. But with Nike bringing up the prices over and over every year, I just think it gets a little too out of hand. So that's not a cop for me, and they released December 7th, my bad. And let's get on to the next shoe. So next I want to talk about the Nike's been retroing the gloves, the Gary Payton gloves. It was a quick strike Soul Collector Gary Payton gloves. So these were released on December 7th as well with the price tag of about $150. And I believe Nike.com and Foot Locker were the only two stores to receive this shoe. And they were an online special. This shoe is an awesome shoe. I love the silhouette, but I just have to say that the price that this shoe's been going for, it's very hyped up, and I just don't think it's worth it. So that would be a not cop. So the next shoe is going to be a pack, actually, and that is the Concepts Nike Dunk SB Ugly Sweaters. Now, this shoe is crazy. It's an awesome concept. Concepts is, see what I did there? Concepts is crazy. They just have insane releases, and I'm really digging it. But with the price points of these shoes, even the retail was a little crazy. With $130 on the gray Ugly Sweaters and $198 on the black Ugly Sweaters. The black Ugly Sweaters are going for $100 more than they should be retail. And they're gonna stay only a concept release, so they'll probably be going for $300 to $400. The gray ones, on the other hand, are going for about $200, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, depends your seller. But it would have been a call for me, but I talked to some friends who went out to Concepts that night, and it was an 8-hour camp out, and I'm just not doing that. Alright, the next shoe is going to be another pack, and that's the Prelude pack. Now this pack, Nike, I think, is testing us. They're seeing like how much we want to pay for Kobe retros, and that the price point was $200. I mean, they are crazy shoes. They are definitely a cop in my opinion, but way too limited and way too much. The resale is $400 about. That's like, for the one it was $400. The two a little more, like $450. And I don't think anybody likes the threes, but the fours are fire. But yeah, that's it for Nike basketball. Now let's get on to Jordan. Now, the first Jordan shoe that I'd like to talk about is the Gamma Blue 11s. This shoe was definitely the most hyped 11 I've probably ever seen besides the Concords. People were fighting over this shoe in Atlanta. They were, like, I don't know if anybody was killed this time, but with the Concords I know they were. It was just not worth it. Not even a very nice shoe in my opinion. I really don't even like it. The Gamma Blue 12s, on the other hand, for a retail of $170, which is $10 more than last year's recommended retail, is just, I think those are fire. I know a lot of the OG people, the people who have been in the game for a while, just don't like it, but in my opinion, fire. The next shoe that I like to talk about is the Bread one, and that shoe, I gotta love that shoe. The Nike Air on it, OG Nike Air. Just a crazy shoe with a retail of $140. You just can't go wrong with those. Obviously, they're going to be sold out, so I have no chance of getting them, knowing that I'm filming this on release day. of the bread ones, but what are you going to do? Last shoe I'd like to talk about is a shoe that I hate. The 3Lab Infrared 5s. Now, it's part of the Elements pack. I don't know if Nike, is it going to be like the bins where they just cut it out? Who knows, but $225 retail, that is crazy for a shoe that's not even that nice. I mean, come on, Nike, or JB, whatever. So, thanks for watching, you guys. Please like and subscribe, and more content coming soon. Thanks.